So when we have the vision for a lifetime, now the opportunity to enjoy is presented to us. So then we begin to share with you, what is it that you might enjoy? A sense of ease, ability to relax at will. That would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? That's called the altered state. We teach you how to relax at will. When you are able to relax at will, of course, your healing goes way up. It goes faster. So this is kind of the idea. Ask and receive the answer. Physician, healing thyself, let there be light. So we use the principles. And since you're the physician, you're the one that's healing from the inside, there's nothing I can do with those needles to make you heal. The needles don't do it. You do it. Your brain does it. Your energy does it. Not the needles. How does it work? I don't know. It's been around for 100,000 years and we still don't know exactly. We could fill up 3 days with theories. Bottom line, we don't know. It's like electricity. We know it follows certain laws. Don't stand in a bucket of water while you put your tongue in the socket. Don't do that, right? It's a certain law. But we still can't explain what is it or how does it work. And even though we go over there and flip the lights and enjoy the heat and the light, we don't know exactly how it works. Or like gravity. You can't touch it, you can't feel it, and yet it's there. So the same way with the acupuncture, we don't know exactly how it works. But I started out working on horses. They do not believe in what I do. I cannot hypnotize them into believing what I do. It's a real challenge to get them on the table to work on them, you know. So when we had this wonderful experience, I was invited by a lady who owns a horse. She raised this horse from a colt, right? So she's like the mama. The horse, the mare is 23 years old, which is 105 years old in human years, right? That's kind of ancient for a horse. So you can imagine a lot of arthritis, you know, and a life of history of injuries due to one reason or another. And the horse is not engaging, means the mother, the owner, brings the feet out, the horse is always going to lift their head, it don't lift their head. That's not good. It does not really go willingly to eat. It kind of eats because it's just there. It doesn't want to come out of the stall. It doesn't want to do anything. It looks like going down. I didn't know if a horse lays down in 2 hours, there's muscle death. In 2.5 hours, there's nothing you can do to get that horse up. You got to put him down. She never told me that when we came out the first time. So we're doing the acupuncture, the low-level laser therapy, the color therapy, uses colored light on the points, and Qigong, which is when you rub your hands together and you feel that energy, that's a Qi. The Gong means your willingness to cultivate it, to nourish it. Right? So every time I will ask her, what do you see the most benefit? Oh, the Qigong. Every week, the horse is getting better. It will not put weight on the right hind. Now it's putting weight on the right hind. Now it's putting all the weight on the right hind and bicycling with the left. And then it's walking, and the right foot is maybe a foot behind the footprint, which you want them to fall right in. And then it's like an inch. And then it's like every second or third time it falls behind, but it's still turned out to the side. And then we continue, and oh, it lines up. And the vertebrae falls into place. How could that happen? It's the Qi, the energy. And then finally, she says, the mare is putting her hind feet through the front prints. It's called extension. And the owner says, when you buy a horse, when you train a horse, you hope that they have the natural ability or trainability to be able to do that at some point. This horse had never been able to do that in its whole life, ever. Now we got a 105-year-old lady that can't stand, much less walk, doing the equivalent of cartwheels and handsprings. Who could hear of such a thing? So that's the idea of the Qigong. Means the energy that you feel, you're cultivating it with a sense of willingness. Now whatever that interior attitude is that you're cultivating with your relaxation, you're bringing it out. So the mirror of your mind, that's what it's looking at. Of course, your experience is going to be a little different in life, because life is now supporting you instead of, and I know you've seen those people in your life. It's like, how's it going today? I got a pity poem. Well, I'll see you wanting to raise you too. I can double that. Let me tell you about, right? And so then it gets into like a peeing contest. Who feels the worst? Me, right? So what's happening is the brain function is shutting down. It's narrowing down until all I can see it through is the pee hole of life. Compared to open up my field of vision, now my function is going to be much greater. So you're going to be going, I feel so good. And what they noticed is all over the world, this is an international understanding like this. When you see people like this, if there's not a gun behind them, they're laughing, they're happy. Why? This is where the heart meridian opens up. So when you're happy and joyful, what happens? You got your hands over your head because you want to express thankfulness and joy. So thank you for the joy of allowing me to present this to you, the gift of vision for a lifetime.